Welcome to Coast Broker Buzz with Jen and Holly. We are continuing to talk about different options to finance a business acquisition. Today, we're going to discuss seller financing. Seller financing is when the seller acts as the lender and holds the note.
Correct, Jen. And really what's important about this is it's usually in the form of a promissory note. The legal agreement should be drafted by an attorney, and it really outlines the terms of the loan, including the amount, the interest rate, the repayment schedule, and the consequences of default.
Yes, and what is really good when seller financing is involved, it's an advantage because it shows the buyer that they're invested in the business and the success of the business. One of the disadvantages is there's risk involved because if the business isn't making money or is not doing well, then the seller won't get paid on that note. So how does the seller protect themselves?
That's a great question, Jen. It is really important to mitigate the risk, and a couple ways that we do that. Usually, we would have secured financing. So what that means is collateral. So if the seller, the seller would retain a lien on the property or, the business being sold. And then so if the buyer defaults, the seller can repossess the asset. And then also another way would be ensuring that there's personal guarantee. What that means is there's buyer's assurance. The buyer personally guaranteeing the loan, making them personally liable beyond the business or property value.
Yeah, those are great points. And then another thing, Holly, that we've talked about too, is that the seller also wants to do their due diligence on the buyer if they're holding the note. They want to make sure that they're going to get paid, so they'll run their own credit check. They'll make sure that the buyer has the finances to repay the loan.
Exactly. No, those are all valid points and something to consider when you are open to seller financing.
Yes. So seller financing, a great option when financing a business acquisition. Next week, we're going to discuss bank financing and SBA loans. So stay tuned to Coast Broker Buzz.